Hello, welcome to our workout. Today you need a pair of medium dumbbells. I've got 10s and a resistance band, something that's for your low body. So I have a heavy resistance band and a pair of 10s. We're gonna do a nice long warm up, and then our workout today is very tricep and glute focused. Let's find some space and let's start with some ski steps. So we're just gonna take a little step side to side. As you bend into a little squat, you're gonna take your arms down. As you step, arms are coming up. I have the camera angled down because we're gonna be on the floor for a lot of the workout. So I may be cutting off a bit of my head right now, but that's okay. 3, 2, 1, let's do some arm circles. Big circles back, loosen up your shoulders. Like I said, lots of upper body, lots of triceps today, a little bit of chest. So get them ready. Let's open and hug, alternate which arm hugs on top, stretching at your chest and your back. A few more just like this. And then give me 2 pulses overhead, 1 pulse down. So as I pull my arms back overhead, I'm trying to get further and further back. Shoulders are down away from the ears and right into side bends and twists. Side bend each way. And then a twist each way, rotating the upper body. And we'll keep going through that combo. Stretching out the obliques, waking up the back. 5 more seconds here, and then we're gonna do curtsy lunges, alternating sides. Let's go into it. So cross it back, drive that knee up, and then switch to the other side. So I just want you to kind of wake up the glutes, get a little burn, a little stretch, and also opening up that hip. 10 more seconds. We're putting the weight on the front heel, getting low, bending those knees, keeping the hips forward. In 3, 2, 1, side lunges. Nice and wide, bend one knee at a time. Send the butt back, come down, see if you can tap the opposite foot. I'm popping up on the heel, bringing my toe up to the ceiling to get a deeper inner thigh stretch. You can always keep your feet flat, whatever is comfy for you. A few more of these, and then we'll do some kick toes. In 3, 2, 1, kick toe. So stand up nice and tall, kick, see if you can tap the opposite toe. Trying to keep the legs straight so you can get a hamstring stretch. Squeeze those abs to lift. 7 more seconds, then death march. In 3, 2, 1, stagger the feet, hinge at the hips. See if you can tap that foot. If you want to make this harder, you could again go up on the heel, toe up to the ceiling, whichever is more comfy and gives you a better hamstring stretch. Little bit of your calf. In 3, 2, 1. Let's find a bottom squat. Sit down in that squat, straighten the legs, go into a hamstring stretch. Then rock back to that squat and back to the hamstrings. The only time we get to straighten the legs is when we are stretching those hamstrings. In 3, 2, 1, let's do some squats. Up and down. Lots of glute stuff today. So get the legs ready. Firing those glutes. Going through that range of motion. 3, 2, 1, butt kicks. Heels to your butt. You can jog it for higher impact if you're comfy with that. Because of this bibit, I'm gonna stick with low impact. And in 5 seconds, we'll do a quad stretch. 3, 2, 1. So find some balance, grab your foot, just 2 or 3 seconds, then switch it. Keep alternating. Little check-in on the balance situation. Nice stretch. In 3, 2, 1, let's do some inchworms. Touch your toes, walk it forward to a plank, and then walk it back into your toes. Stand it up, do it all again. So hamstring stretch, then wake up the upper body and the abs as we walk forward. Couple more of these. And on this next one, let's stay in your plank, and we will go right into plank, deep lunge, and reach. So big step forward, twisting, reach, rotating towards the front leg, then back to your plank, over to the other side. You want to get the heel on the floor, up by your hands so the shin is straight up and down. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight. And in 5 seconds, we're going to do downward dog into pigeon. In 3, 2, 1. So push back to downward dog, then take one knee forward, sit down into pigeon. You can always lay forward if that feels better. I'm just gonna stay here for a deep breath. And then tuck that back to under, back into downward dog, and into the other side. Same thing, sitting up or laying down, finding that glute stretch, waking up the hips, one deep breath. And then back to downward dog, but this time we're gonna walk the feet. So one heel down, one heel up, switch it, keep walking, trying to stretch out those calves. In 3, 2, 1, cat to cow. So hands and knees, we're gonna arch the back, look at the ceiling, round the back, look at the legs. Nice and slow, take your time. We're just trying to stretch out the back, wake up the core. We've got 10 more seconds here, and then we're gonna go into child's pose to cobra. And let's sit right back in child's pose. Relax for a second. Feel that stretch in between your shoulder blades, and then pull through. If you want to make it harder, stay close to the floor. Into cobra, dropping the hips, looking up at the ceiling. We'll go back and forth again. Child's pose. Into cobra. This time when we push back into child's pose, let's push all the way back to our crouch. 3 pulse hamstring stretch. 3 little pulses, straighten the legs, stay as close to the floor as you can, and then come back down and do it again. And just keep going through that. 3 pulses and straighten. Do one more time. And from this one, roll it on up. And we should be nice and warm because that was about a minute longer than our normal warm up. So we are going to do 40 seconds of laying tricep extension. So I want you to come down onto your back on a mat, and ideally, you're gonna take both of your dumbbells. How can we make this screen brighter? Why is it so dark down here? This is where I am. Maybe I'll move this pillow. Does that help? 0%? All right, anyway, so ideally you're gonna hold both dumbbells and you're gonna bend them down by your head, like by this kind of sides of your ears or your forehead, and then squeeze your triceps to lift it back up. If the weights that you have are too heavy or you get like halfway through and you're like not gonna make it, go to one dumbbell, you can hold both sides of it and you'll end like kind of at the top of your head or by your forehead instead, or drop the weight. But if you can hold both weights, that's gonna be better because both sides are gonna have to work equally. So flat on your back, you can either like lay straight out, or I like to bend my knees, put my feet on the floor. We're gonna be here for 40 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Oh, not start my timer. You might have got 2 extra seconds there. So take your time, feel that stretch, squeeze to lift it back up, keep the body really stable. I want you to think of your elbows not moving at all. So your elbows don't go forward and back. It's like we have a little stick keeping us in line. We're already more than halfway through it. We should be feeling the triceps. In 12 seconds, you get to rest, earn that rest. We're gonna get nice and strong in this workout. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're gonna stay on the floor. We're gonna do laying turned in curls. So we're gonna be up like we just finished a bench press with my palms facing my feet. I'm gonna bend my elbows way out to the side and tap one part of the dumbbell to my chest and then squeeze the tricep to lift back up. So I'm opening up like this, coming back up. Ready, set, let's go. So elbows go right out to the side. I literally tap my chest. I don't let them rest though. And then I squeeze the triceps to lift back up. Now this is a lot of tricep stuff back to back. We're gonna have a couple rounds that are exactly the same, just like this. So it is gonna be tough to get through one tricep move, right into another tricep move, right into another tricep move. But we're gonna be so much stronger for it. The time under tension is real. 10 more seconds to go, we are getting there. And these are strength moves with like a medium dumbbell. So this should be tough to get through. It's slow and steady wins the race. And rest, 20 seconds. Then our laying narrow tricep bench press. So We're gonna take the palms facing each other. We're gonna take the elbows right along your side like you're doing a tricep push-up, so they literally touch your side. Tap the elbows to the floor, press it up. Tap the elbows to the floor, press it up. In 3, 2, 1. So press it up, palms face in, bring the elbows, raise your side, tap them to the floor, and then press them right back up. As soon as they tap the floor, I want you to press again. Again, we're feeling our tricep, but we're also feeling a little bit of our chest. Feeling nice and strong. You're doing great. You only have 15 seconds to go. We only have a couple more moves, then the triceps get a nice big break while we work the glutes. And the good thing is, once we get through a couple of rounds like this, we switch it. So it's tricep, glute, and not tricep, 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 and rest. Leave those weights for a second, but keep them close to you. We're gonna come over onto our knees. We're gonna do tricep push-ups. So knees or toes, but you're gonna keep your hands a little bit closer together than regular push-ups, and your elbows are gonna graze along your side. You ready? 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Down and up. We want those elbows to literally touch your side. Keep them close. If you're struggling, drop to your knees. And if you're still struggling, you can always elevate the upper body. So you could put your hands on a bench or a couch. We're way more than halfway through it. 15 seconds. We want to get low. So bring the hips down with you. See how close you can get your chest to the floor. 8 more seconds. I know it's burning. We just did 3 tricep moves back to back already. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Stay right here. We're gonna do all 4, so hands and knees, tricep kickback. So 1 arm at a time, whatever arm we wanna start with. We're gonna hold that dumbbell beside our chest. We're gonna squeeze the tricep to kick it back, then take it back in. 5 seconds, hands and knees. 3, 2, 1. Kick it back, bring it in. We're doing 30 seconds on one side, then 30 seconds on the other side. Try not to rotate the body towards that weight. Keep yourself nice and even. Being on all 4s actually makes it a little bit harder, more challenging to the core to stabilize. We make sure we aren't rotating. And same with doing 1 arm at a time. Isolates that arm, makes us stabilize our body a little bit more. In 3, 2, 1, switch sides right into the other side. Same thing, armpit or like beside your chest area. Squeeze the tricep to straighten that arm and get that lift. Remember, this is our last tricep move for a while. Once we get through this, we go into some glute stuff. All you have to do is 10 more seconds, then that upper body is gonna get a big break. Go, go, go. We got 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. So take those weights, set them off to the side a little bit, take your band, put it on just above your knees. So step into it, just above your knees. We're gonna start with turned out glute bridges. So I want you to put the bottoms of your feet together or like somewhat close together and the knees are up to the side. Lay on your back. My band is definitely gonna move. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna squeeze the glutes and press up and down. You guys keep going. Exactly what's happening to me is because this weight for this band is too light. So even though it's a heavy band, some of them have been used more than others. And if it's too light, it's more likely to like creep up your legs like that. So keep going, squeezing the glutes, lifting your butt off the floor and back on with your knees out to the side. It doesn't need to be like crazy out to the side, like they don't need to be touching the floor. Just turned out and rest. Regular glute bridges. So now our feet are on the floor, but they're like hip width apart. Our knees are apart, so we're fighting that band, squeezing the glutes, driving through the heels to go up and down. We still have 7 seconds, so just lay here, get comfy, get in position. In 3, 2, 1. Drive through the heels, squeeze the glutes, press up and down. Now fight that band at the bottom and the top. You might be able to come up a little bit higher than me for some reason. With Cohen, with my first pregnancy, it didn't bother me at all. But with this baby girl, when I do a regular glute bridge or go like 100% of the distance, I can feel a little pull, like around ligament pain in the right lower side of my stomach and my pelvis. So I just kind of shorten that range of motion to make it work. So you can go up a little bit higher if that's comfy. And if you're not quite feeling it in your glutes, try walking your heels a little closer. Rest. Now this time we're going to hold our glute bridge up and we're going to do 10 pulses, little tiny pulses, so not coming all the way to the floor, just up and down, and then 5 knees out. So our knees push the band wider, back to neutral, not all the way back in. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So come up, pulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stay up, out, neutral. 2, 3, 4, 5. Go again, little squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stay up, out, and in. 2, 3, don't rush it. 4, 5, and rest. Whew. All right, we're gonna come over onto our hands and knees for fire hydrants. So whatever side you want to start with, we're gonna take that leg and we're just gonna open it up and bring it down for 30 seconds. You still have 8 seconds, so just get comfy on your hands and your knees, feet shoulder width apart. In 3, 2, 1. Open and close. So we're doing 30 seconds on one side, right into 30 seconds on the other side. Your back is flat, your head is in line with the spine. So resist the urge. Once you have the move down, don't worry about me. You just keep looking at the floor like 5 to 10 inches in front of your hands. In 8 seconds, we're going right into the other side. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides, right into the other side, opening and closing, lifting up that knee. The foot is traveling with the knee. We are feeling the glute of that moving leg and a little bit of the stabilizing leg. Almost there. 15 seconds down, 15 to go. Find that same pace that you had on the other side. In 8, in 5, in 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, we're gonna go into a kneeling squat to a kneeling hinge, mimicking like a deadlift. So I've got my knees wider, or like a little bit wider than my hips. I'm sitting on my feet. I'm gonna squeeze my glutes to come up. Then I'm gonna send my butt back, but I'm not gonna touch. I'm not sitting, I'm hinging forward, squeezing. Then I'm gonna sit and do the whole thing. Ready? Let's go. So sit up, squeeze the glutes, send the butt back, hinge forward a little bit, putting that weight into the glutes, squeeze it to come back up, then sit. So this one is heels, sitting on my heels, right up, squeezing the glutes. This one is just sending the butt back. They're not gonna touch your feet. Then squeeze and come back down. I'm always doing a big squeeze. You wanna put in that work, so don't just go through the motions. 1 kneeling squat, 1 kneeling hinge. The hinge is where we send the butt back. The squat is where we sit. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're gonna repeat that exact same thing that we just did. So you can take off your band. We're going back to the laying tricep extensions in 12 seconds. Whew. The exact same. We have 5 seconds left rest. This time, that's all. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, let's do it. On your back, palms facing in, bend and straighten. You know the moves now. You're a little bit more comfortable with everything, with the pattern, with the rep scheme, the timing of things. So now you can put in a little more effort. Transitions are a little smoother. We're way more than halfway through it. You've got 15 seconds to go. These are 40-second intervals. Glue those elbows in place. In 7, in 5, 3, 2, 1, relax. Now really take this time to relax because you know we're doing 5 tricep moves back to back. In 10 seconds, turned in curls. This is the one where your palms face the floor. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Palms face the floor, bend the elbows right out to the side, tap the chest, then squeeze the triceps to lift. Now I actively want you to think about squeezing the triceps to get those weights back up. Elbows go way out to the side. Again, we have a 40-second interval, but we are flying. 20 seconds down, 20 to go. Whew. Triceps, a little bit of your chest happening. You're doing awesome. In 12 seconds, you get to rest again. Earn that rest. Come on, let's sculpt those arms. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Narrow tricep bench press. So that's the one where the palms face in. We tap the elbows to the side, raising the body, and then we press it back up. Here we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's go for it. Tap and press. I know a lot of you are parents, have babies that you have to lug around. So it's so important for us to have this strength because guess what? You just keep getting bigger. My son now is like, at his last doctor's appointment, he was 25 pounds, and that was like almost a month ago now. So I'd say he's like 26 or 27 pounds now. Carrying him up and down stairs, or like when we go on a walk, sometimes he wants to get out of the little car we push him in, and to carry him home. Oh my gosh, I'm sweating. 7 seconds. We gotta train for this. 3, 2, 1, rest. Leave those weights for a second. Tricep push-ups, knees or toes. If you want to start on your toes and then drop to your knees, that works too. If you want to elevate your upper body, I'll show you that one once we get started. 3, 2, 1. Hips are in front of the knees. So we're not in an all-four position. We're in like a modified plank position. Elbows raise the sides. Get as low as you can if you want to make it a little bit easier. Knees and elevate the upper body. Couch is not really ideal because it's really squishy. If I had something that was a little firmer, like a bench, that'd be better. You get the idea. 15 seconds. Down and up. Find your pace, find your rhythm. So if you're struggling, take a second, take a breath at the top, and then come back down and do another rep. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. Stay here on the floor. All 4 position, tricep kickbacks, one arm then the other. I started with right last time. I think I'll start with left this time, just to be crazy. So this time, truly on a hands and knees spot in 3, 2, 1. Let's go for it. So bring it right in beside your chest. Try to keep the arm there. All we're doing is straightening it. So keep that height. Squeeze. We've been doing 40-second intervals. This is 30 seconds each side, so a little bit shorter than what you're used to. You've got to push through. 10 more seconds, then we get to switch arms. In 7, in 5, 3, 2, 1. Right into the other side. No rest between sides. Let's go, let's go. Use those triceps. Get that lift, get that height. 10 seconds is gone already. In 20 seconds, we rest. You get to put these weights down. We work on your glutes. Home stretch. Breathe through it. Stabilize that body. No twisting. Just that arm is moving. In 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Onto your glutes. Let's put that band just above our knees. And remember, the bottoms of your feet are together. The knees are out to the side. Nothing crazy, but just kind of, you know, like a little bit, a little clam. Got 12 seconds on your back. Get in position. Just up and down regular reps. Nothing crazy yet. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go for it. Squeeze the glutes to lift. So try to bring the butt cheeks together, and that's what initiates that movement up. We're keeping our core really strong, so we can mainly feel the glutes. We can feel a little bit of the abs as well. Maybe a little bit of the hips, a little bit of the legs, but mainly those outer glutes. Use that breath to help you. We're way more than halfway through it. We've got 10 seconds. Keep those knees out, fight that band. In 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Taking the feet flat on the floor, knees up to the ceiling. We're gonna make sure the feet are, heels are nice and close to the butt, like not crazy close, but you know, where you're gonna feel the glutes. Fight that band up and down in 3, 2, 1. Drive through the heels, squeeze the glutes. Now remember, if you're taking a peek at me, I'm doing a little bit shorter range of motion than I would if I was not pregnant. So you don't want to like overextend and be arching your back. You want to go up high so you're kind of like an even slide from your knees to your chest. Way more than halfway through it, 12 seconds. In 10 seconds, we get to rest, and then we go into that little fancy combo. In 5, 3, 2, 1, and relax. So you can kind of just chill here. This time we're coming up, we're holding that glute bridge. We're doing 10 little pulses, just little squeezes. As soon as we drop, we squeeze it back up. 5 knees out. So we don't touch the butt to the floor at all. 3, 2, 1, come on up. We have pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stay up, out, and in. 2, 3, 4, don't rush it. 5, little pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knees out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pulse, pulse, and rest. Whew. All 4 is fire hydrant. You even got in a couple extra pulses that time. Hands and knees, whatever side you want to start with. That knee is going to open up and close. The foot's going to travel with you. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Open it up and close it. Flat back, head in line with the spine. Getting as much height as you can without really changing the body position, just lifting the leg, just getting that glute a nice burn, and in 10 seconds, we're right into the other side. No rest between legs. In 5, 3, 2, 1, switch sides. Open and close. Fight that band, spread it as much as you can. Build those strong glutes. Having strong glutes not only is good, like you're thinking of aesthetics of having like a really good looking butt, but it's also really good if you have any back pain or hip pain. Having those strong glutes, making sure your glutes are firing is so important. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Kneeling squat into our kneeling hinge. So the squat, sitting right on the heels. We've got the knees out. We're going to sit up. Then we're going to send the butt back, but not to the floor. In 5, 3, 2, 1. So squeeze the glutes and come up. Send the hips back, hinge over. Pushing your butt back. Squeeze, then sit. 1 squat. 1 hinge. 1 squat. 1 hinge. I'll go from the side. 1 squat. 1 hinge. And do not rush that squeeze, that top position. That's where you're going to feel it after the squat. You're going to feel it both on the push back on the hinge and on the squeeze. 8 seconds. So they look sort of similar. They should feel different. And rest. Okay, so this time we're going to keep this band on because we're going to alternate tricep exercise right into a glute exercise. And we only get 10 seconds of rest in between the two, so we don't really have time to put on and take off a band. So we're back to our laying tricep extensions. In 10 seconds, we need those weights. And again, we're gonna feel the glutes a little bit more because that band is gonna be there the whole time. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. This is our last time through it. So last set, best set, make it count. Glue those elbows in place. Breathe through it. We've got that band on, so we have some awareness of our glutes already. We're halfway through these laying tricep extensions in 20 seconds. Put the weights down, but keep them pretty close. We're gonna go into our turned out glute bridges. Woo! How those triceps feeling now that we're in round 3? They should be burning in 7. If not, you gotta up that weight. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Turned out glute bridges, so we have our band on. Bottoms of our feet together, knees out to the side. In 3, 2, 1. Squeeze the glutes to press up and down. Getting that butt off that floor and then tapping it back down. You got it. Breathe through it. 40-second interval. You're halfway there. In 20 seconds, we rest. We go back to the triceps. Now in just 12 seconds. Up and down. Keep those knees apart. 8 seconds. Fight that band like crazy. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Laying turned in curl. So this is the one where your palms face the floor or your feet. In 3, 2, 1. Tap them, bringing the elbows out to the side, and then squeeze to lift it back up. Control the drop, control the lift, and try to get that work to the triceps so it's not just coming from your chest. We don't want to rest them when we tap. It's literally just like the lightest touch, and that indicates us to go back up. No bounce off that chest, all muscle, no extra help. Whew, 12 seconds, then we get to rest. Come on. So close. In 7, in 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Dumbbells close. We're ready for regular glute bridges in 5, 3, 2, 1. Drive through the heels, squeeze the glutes up and down. If you're not quite feeling it, try to walk those feet in a little bit closer. Fight that band so our feet and our knees stay at hip width apart the whole time. You got this. You've been working at this circuit for over 24 minutes. You only have 6 minutes to go, including rest, and we're alternating now. This is our easiest round yet with switching from triceps to glutes. 14 seconds to go, then you rest before you go back to that upper body. Come on. Speed it up a little bit if you can. In 7, in 5, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Narrow tricep press. Palms face in towards each other. Elbows right at your sides on the floor. In 3, 2, 1. Press it up. Bring it back down. Can you feel your elbows right along your sides? I want you to feel it. I want them to touch you. As soon as they tap the floor, press it back up. Doing amazing. Halfway there. 20 down, 20 to go. Let's get to that rest. Come on. See if you can push that pace just a little bit. Come on. If you can do tricep push-ups, you can do this. No problem. Because I guarantee you weigh heavier than the dumbbells that you're using. I do not weigh 20 pounds. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, and rest into our glute bridge hold. So this time we hold that glute bridge up. We do our 10 pulses, little tiny pulses, and our 5 knees out. In 3, 2, 1. Come on up. We have pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knees out. 1, 2. Keep that height. 3, 4, 5. Pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knees out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pulse. 1, 2, 3. Rest. Over into your tricep push-ups. Roll it over. Knees or toes. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go for it. Down and up. Elbows right along your side. Press it back up. Come on, let's stay strong the whole way through. Last time. You have to do this move. We're going to make it count. We're going to get stronger every single rep. Keep that core tight. Make sure that whole body is traveling together. You're doing amazing. 15 more seconds. Use that breath to help you. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. All fours. Fire hydrant. Opening and closing that knee, whichever one you're starting with. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go for it. 30 seconds each side. Less than 3 minutes. Then we're stretching. Come on, let's finish strong. Everything you've got left. Use it up. Leave it on the floor. Sweat it out. You're flying. 10 more seconds. In 7. In 5. In 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Open and close. We did one side. We can do the other side. We can have all the water, all the rest that we want in just 2 minutes, okay? 15 more seconds here, then we get to rest. Couple more moves and we're done. In 8. In 5. In 3, 2, 1. Rest. All fours, tricep, kick back, hands and knees, whatever arm you're starting with. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go for it. So try to glue that arm, that elbow, nice and high. So we don't want to be coming down like this and swinging all the way up. We want to keep that height, stabilize that arm, squeeze the tricep to lift. Woo, 15 seconds down, 15 to go, then we're swapping arms. Let's go, triceps. 10 more seconds. 7 more seconds. Last move for the triceps in 5, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides right into it, no rest. Let's go. Get that same height. So keep that elbow in position. Squeeze the arm to straighten. Really think about that tricep. So find that mind-muscle connection. It seems like frou-frou, like voodoo psychic horoscope stuff, but it's real. We want to think about what we're using. It's similar to like when you're driving a car, whatever way you look, that's the way you're going to drive. Whatever you're thinking about, that's what you're going to use. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Last move. Kneeling squat to our kneeling hinge. In 5, get those knees spread. 3, 2, 1. Up and hinge. Up and hinge. How's that squeeze going for you? You just have to listen to me tell you to squeeze things for 22 more seconds, then you're done. Now just 15 seconds. We should have a heck of a burn right now. In 10, in 7, in 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. Take that band off, but stay on the floor. We're gonna do some nice stretches right down here. Once you have your band off, let's sit right on the floor, feet planted, hands behind you, cross one leg over the other, sit up as close as you can, push that knee away. Let's get that hip stretch going. You're gonna stay there for another deep breath, and then in 5 seconds, we'll do the other leg. 3, 2, 1, uncross, cross the other ankle over just above your knee, sitting up as close as you can. That's how you're gonna feel that hip, pushing that knee away. So you should feel the hip and the glute of the crossed over leg. Stay there for another deep breath. In 5 seconds, we'll lay on our back. 3, 2, 1. So lay on your back. We'll do the same thing here, but this time we'll pull in that bottom leg. And I find this one gives you like still some hip, but hits that glute a little more. And if you wanted to, you could use your elbow to push the knee away to make it a little more intense. In 3, 2, 1, switch sides, cross that leg over, pull that bottom leg in, push that knee away if you're going that version. Breathe into it, trying to get deeper and deeper into that stretch. In 3, 2, 1, release the legs, take one knee over to the opposite side, reach and look away from it. So just a little twist feeling that low back and that glute start to loosen up. And if it feels like too much, you can gently bend that knee. Or sometimes if you want to feel more of the glute, sometimes that knee helps. And let's gently sweep over to the other side for the same thing. Reaching, looking away from it, feeling that twist, feeling that glute start to loosen up. Nice deep breaths. 5 more seconds, then we'll go into pigeon. In 3, 2, 1. So we can roll all the way over onto our stomach or into a seated position. Front knee bend, back leg straight, just like we did in the warm-up. Find that spot where you can feel that glute of the front leg. If that feels like too much, gentle bend in the back knee will work too. Or you can put this leg up on a chair, a couch, something, so you're not as straight. And switch. Slide that leg back, slide the other leg forward, sit down or lay down, whatever's comfy. Find that stretch, sink into it, breathe. And let's tuck that back toe under, and we can reach into downward dog, reaching through the heels, feeling a nice stretch all along the back of your legs. Sometimes the hamstrings get in there. We're working glutes. Let's walk the feet together. Hang out for a breath. Roll it up, and we'll just stretch out the triceps before we go. So elbow behind your head. Nice gentle pull until you can feel that tricep start to loosen up. All those laying tricep extensions, turned in curls, bench presses, narrow presses, tricep push-ups, stretch it out, switch sides. Same thing on the other side. Breathing. And with each breath, just gently pull that elbow a little bit further. And relax. Thank you so much for sweating with me. I will see you in the next one.